Everyone, welcome you all to AI Ki Pathshala, and today is the 16th session in the Python series of programming, and today we are going to discuss tuple. If the time permits, then we will discuss the next topic set. So let's first start with the tuple. I'm going to share you my screen, and thereafter we will start. All of you open your Jupyter notebook and let me share you my screen. Are you able to view my screen clearly?
Yes.
Fine. So here I have opened my notebook. So let's start. So tuple. I suppose we have already discussed tuple briefly earlier when we have covered the data type. So it will not be going to be very difficult for you to understand because most of the concept is going to repeat. And one more thing, whatever we have studied in list, almost everything is going to repeat in tuple with some exceptions. So there is one, in a way, list and tuple are very similar, but there is a one major difference between list and tuple that you already know. What is the difference between list and tuple? Can you please tell me, Ruchi?
Yeah. List. In list we use curly brackets, and in tuple we use
In
square
list we
brackets.
in
In
list we use
list we can uh,
tell.
मैंने उल्टा बोल दिया, शायद मैंने रिवर्स बोल दिया.
Hey, not an issue. You can repeat again. You can correct yourself.
We use sorry, round brackets in tuple and square brackets in
List and other difference.
list.
Other difference.
List can be muted, but tuple cannot be muted.
Correct. This is the main difference between the list and tuple. Mutability. The difference between list and tuple is about the difference between list and tuple. I'm going to write this for you so that when I will share you this sheet. This is with you. You can read it. The list and tuple is that we can't change the elements of tuple once it is assigned. Signed. Whereas in the list, as in the list, whereas in the list, elements can be changed. Elements can be changed. This is the most important difference between the list and the tuple, I suppose. So hope you should remember this. Now, let's create list. How you let's create tuple. How will you create tuple? So I am writing one variable t, and if you simply type this bracket, this parenthesis bracket, this is a tuple. If you simply print type of type t, you shall get the data type of this. This belongs to the tuple class. Fine. Now let's see some more example. Tuples having different integers. Let's say I'm taking one tuple t and I'm assigning some values inside it. 1, 2, 3. And let's print it. Print t. And let's print the data type also. Let's print the type of t. Let's run it. See, we got this tuple having the value 1, 2, 3, and this belongs to the tuple class. The data type of this is tuple. Now again we are taking one another tuple. This time what I am going to do, I am assigning the assigning inside it different type of data. Likewise, in the list, we can assign list contains the elements of the list can contain either the same kind of data or it can contain different kind of data also. So I'm putting different kind of data. Let's say I'm putting one data Anu, this is a string data, and another data again some let's say decimal data, floating point data, some one more data, let's say Sankar. And let's again print it, again check its type, print. You should also type along with me, and if in case you lag behind, there won't be an issue because I'm going to upload the video. So you must rewatch the video. And what will happen if you rewatch the video? What will happen? You can pause, you can see the video according to your own pace. Wherever you want to pause it, you can pause it. Wherever you want to move back, you can move back. If you want to move forward, you can move forward. And you should type. Just by seeing these things, you type and check the output at your end. Are you getting the same thing or not? And if you are not getting any error, just put it in the comment or in the Telegram group, wherever you like. You can post it. I will resolve your query. Is it fine for you? Am I get a quick yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So fine. So this is also a tuple. So what you have understood, inside a tuple, the data type can be either can be same, data type can be homogeneous data type, or it can have a heterogeneous data type. What is the meaning of homogeneous and heterogeneous, Mr. Sankar? What is the meaning of homogeneous and heterogeneous? Homogeneous. What is the meaning of homogeneous and heterogeneous, Mr. Sankar? This question is for you. Are you listening me?
Yes.
Can you tell me the difference between homogeneous or heterogeneous? If you do not know, I am going to explain you. Fine. So let me explain you. What is the meaning of? I am not sure about the meaning. Just check meaning from your end if it is correct. Sorry, spelling if it is correct. Homogeneous means same type. And heterogeneous means different type. So tuple contains either a homogeneous and heterogeneous. Both it can contain. It can have a same type of data or it can have a different type of data. This is simple meaning of homogeneous and heterogeneous. You must have studied about the homogeneous because it's you are we all have studied in our like 5th, 6th or 8th standard. There is a mixture called homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. The mixture, right? Just like if water and sugar, if you mix water and sugar, you will get the what mixture? Homogeneous mixture. You cannot identify which is sugar and which is water. But if you
their composition is uniform throughout the solution, throughout the mix,
composition is uniform throughout.
Same.
But if you mix some thing like if you mix mango and banana, so this is a heterogeneous mixture because it is separable. You can see it. So the mixture is not uniform. So that is the actual meaning. So this is how we are using. Homogeneous means same type. That is data type of all the elements inside is same. Heterogeneous means different type of data. The data inside it is different. Hope it is clear. Now let's see. I'm taking one nested tuple. I'm taking what? One nested tuple. What is the meaning of nested tuple? Nested tuple means tuple inside a tuple. We have studied about the nested list. What it was? List inside a list.
Yes. List inside
Inside a
list.
list. So here I am going to take one nested tuple. Let's say I am taking this tuple. This tuple has value 1, comma, and inside this tuple I am taking one more tuple 1, comma 2, comma 3, and then let's say I am putting some let's say one list inside it also. Let's put the list which list maybe let's say AI. Let's take value. Do second thing, let's take ML. Let's take third value, let's say DL. Let's say fifth value Proteus. Fine. And let's take one more value, 5.76. Now I'm going to print it. Print T. I'm going to see the type of it. So print type of T. So, and let's run it. So this is also a tuple. This tuple contains one tuple inside it, one data, it has one integer data, one tuple data, and one list data, and one float data. So this has a heterogeneous kind of data. Do you understand this? And what is the type I am getting? I am getting tuple.
Tuple.
So, Mr. Misra, have you understood this?
Yes.
Fine. Now, I am going to tell you something. Let's take one tuple, one variable t, and let's put one value. Let's put this value by the name Sankar. Fine. So, according to you, what shall I get if I will simply type, want to see the type of this data? According to you, what shall I get here? This question is for both of you. Guys, get quick answer. This is just yes. It should not take more than a few seconds to answer this question. Why you are taking so much time?
Tuple.
Tuple?
Tuple.
Last tuple.
Fine. I'm expecting this answer from you. That's why I've asked you this question. So now let's see what I'm getting. I'm getting what? What I'm getting?
String.
Yes. So if there is a single value inside a tuple, if I put a single value inside a tuple, and if I want to, and that if I put that value inside this thing, then I said I always get the string value. So how to get rid of it? So if you want to get rid of it, what you shall do? You shall put this. You said put this like, and put a comma after this value. After this element, you have to put a comma. Now, if you see the type of T, you will get tuple. Hope you are getting my point. Hope you are getting my point, what I am trying to explain you.
Yes.
Fine. Fine. Now, if let's say I am putting T is equal to 1, and let's check what shall I get. Print type of T. I am getting integer. Do you understand this thing also?
Yes.
So to get the tuple, if there is only one value, I have to put a comma here. Now, if I am going to print it, I will get this. One more important thing here is, since it is giving me what string, so here this is optional. If you simply type this also, you will get only the string value. We'll get only the string value. Fine.
Yes.
Now, let's see something else. Now I'm going to discuss assessing the elements in tuple. How you will assess the elements in tuple. Assessing the elements in tuple. So let's take one tuple. T is equal to, let's put some value inside it. Tell me what shall I put? I am going to put the name of some places. Haridwar, other Rishikesh, next yoga, fourth ashram, fifth meditation. Let's see, I have put this thing inside a tuple. Now I want to assess the value of inside this tuple. So here also, whatever concept we have studied inside the list in terms of indexing, the same thing applies here also. There is no difference. And tuple is also a sequential data type. That's why we can index it. And if we can able to index it, then we can able to find the value at a particular index. So let's print the value at some index. What index would you like to print? Please tell me, any one of you?
Third.
Third. Okay. So let's print. So what is 0, 1, 2, 3? At the third index, what is the value? Ashram. So I'm getting this thing. Hope this is clear. If let's say I will print type of -1. So what value I shall get here? What value I shall get here?
Ashram.
-1.
Oh, sorry. Meditation.
Great. This meditation. So this thing is clear to you. Now, let's take one nested tuple. Let's take one nested tuple. So how can I take a nested tuple? Let's take the same tuple and convert it into nested tuple. I'm taking the same tuple, and what I'm going to do, I'm converting this into a nested tuple. So hope you understand this. This is a nested tuple inside a tuple. So now, if I want to print the index value at, let's say 1, so what shall I get here? Let's put 2 more values, 45, let's say 28.87. Tell me, any one of you tell me, if I will do this print t of 1, what value I shall expect as an output? Quick, guys. You guys have learned a lot. So,
Rishikesh, yoga, ashram, meditation.
and what about you, Mr. Sankar?
Same.
Fine. So you guys are, I'm feeling very happy that you guys are answering and like something. That means my work, whatever I am working hard for you, so it's I'm getting the result. Great that you are able to answer these questions. So fine. So this is like that. See, and one more thing, let's see, if I want to access the value, if I want to access this value yoga, So in that case, what shall I do? Here you are
It should
getting
be
this value, and if
T
you
square bracket 1 square bracket 1.
great, see, you get this value.
Is
So
it true?
yes, this is true. Exactly, this is true. So see how much you have understand. So don't forget to revise things, because if you keep revising things, whatever we have studied, then very soon you will be able to grasp a lot of things. Even you will not understand it clearly, but maybe after some time, if you keep on doing the things like that, you will very soon grasp things very easily. So you people are already doing great, so I'm happy for that, and I will work more hard. I will work more on you so that you will progress soon. And let's move
Thank you.
to, so let's move to something else. So I hope, suppose this is clear to you. Now there comes the slicing. So Ruchi, as far as I remember, you have missed the class of slicing. So have you revised the from the recorded session slicing?
Yeah, I did so.
Fine. Then I suppose you do not face any issue. Let's say
Yeah.
this is my list. This is my list,
Okay.
and I want to, or let's say this is my list. Don't take initially result. This is my list, and I want to slice the value. So I want to slice the value from this question is for Mr. Sankar. Please till 4. So what shall I get here? If I want to slice from 1 to 4, so what shall I get here? Any one of you, please? If I will simply do 1 to 4, what shall I get?
Haridwar, Rishikesh, Yoga.
Why Haridwar?
0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3.
Rishikesh Yoga Ashram Meditation.
Great.
Haridwar, Rishikesh, Yoga. Haridwar,
Rishikesh Yoga Ashram, because it will start from the first index,
Oh, yeah.
Rishikesh,
Sorry.
and it will go till 4th index, but 4th
Full,
is not
हाँ. 4
not
is a
included.
higher level,
1,
so
2,
it
3,
will not
4.
include it.
1, 2, 3, 4, but 4th is not
Right.
included. So I will get this thing. Fine. Now,
Right.
let's see some more thing. If I will do simply this thing and -2, what I'm supposed to get?
You will get nothing because it will take positive response and you want it to negative one.
Okay. So, Mr. Sankar, can you please tell something on this?
89. Sorry.
89?
89.
Why 89?
-1, -2.
So this is, but here colon is also there. So let's see.
You will get nothing because it will become positive.
Okay. Let's see what I'm getting. See what it is doing. It is starting from 0. This is the thing. It is starting from 0, first index, and going till -2. So what is the -2?
89.
This is -1 and this is -2, -89, but upper limit is not included. That's why I'm getting the value only till 67. Hope you understood this.
Yes.
Is there any confusion?
No.
Guys, please, if see 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, and this is -1, this is -2. So what will happen? I am giving no indexing here. So it will start from 0. So it is starting from 0 here, and I am asking it to go till -2. -2 is this value, but this is upper limit is not include. So what value I will get? I will get till here, from here to here. So I am getting this value, this value, this value, this value, this value, 45, and this 67, but I am not getting this value, -2. Have you got it?
Yes.
Yes.
So let's move ahead. Sometimes we need to think little critically. So let's take some more. If I simply do this, what value I will get? If I will simply do this, what shall I get?
Haridwar till 9,
Till
987. 9,
fine.
8,
Fine.
7.
We will get the entire value. Correct. Now, let's see one more thing. Whatever we have talked about the mutability and immutability, so we are going to learn how the mutability and immutability is working here. Let's say I'm taking this this tuple, and I'm assigning some values inside it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put some space so that it is clearly, sorry, it is clearly readable for us. 4, let's say take a list 5, 6, 7. Fine. If you simply do let's say this, and if you will going to assign some values inside it, let's assign vx z. So what is the meaning of this? T2 is equal to this. What is the meaning of this? What I'm supposed to do by doing this? What I'm doing, I'm at the second index 0, 1, 2. That means at this place, I'm assigning this value. So instead of this value, I want to assign this value at this place, at this index, at the second index. So if I will do this, run this, I will get an error. Tuple object does not support item assignment. That means we cannot assign value inside a tuple because it doesn't support, unlike list. List supports item assignment, but tuple doesn't support item assignment. This is what I would like to show it to you. But let's take one more example and see some more thing. Let's take this thing, same thing, and let's put this. And now let's see if I will simply do t and 4 and this thing, let's put 1, and if I will do something, I will put some value, let's say Ruchi. So what I will get? If I will run this, what I'm supposed to get? Can you guys guess? Guys, please guess.
Error.
Fine. Let's see. Oh, so I have to type the value also. So let's see the value. So see what happens. This is a tuple, but inside the tuple, if there is some list, you can able to assign the value
Oh,
inside that list.
damn.
Are you getting the point,
Yes.
Mr. Misra?
I'm getting it.
Misra, are you getting this thing?
Yes.
Fine. So you have to take care of this. Now, everything is same. Only the thing they is that if we have a list inside any tuple, so we can able to assign the value inside that list which is present inside the tuple. But we cannot able to change the individual value of a tuple. Let's say if I want to change this value, this entire list, we will not be able to do it because this is a part of the indexing of the tuple. So we cannot able to replace this. Now see list. There is one other
In
thing.
the 1, 2, 3, 4, and this list 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Instead of we have done something else, like 5 or something. Is it
What
the result will be changed or the result will be the same?
what I'm not getting you. What you are saying? Please tell me again.
In the above one, in
Hmm.
which there is a typing error,
Hmm.
in that if we replace the 2 and we put it something else, like
Two.
from the list if we take some other number, is
If
it
this number
will
I shall
execute
change.
or not execute? Suppose
eh,
you have done t and then parenthesis then 2. If we change that 2 with any other number from the list, if we take something from the list, will it change or it will remain the error? Error will remain it as it is.
I'm not actually able to understand. Please repeat once again, please.
In the
This
previous one, in the above one,
are you talking about this or are you talking about this? Please clarify
no,
me.
I'm talking about the above one. I'm talking about the above one.
This one?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now tell me what you are talking.
That VXZ, if we want to include it in the list, not in the tuple, how
Okay.
will we execute? What will be the criteria?
If you want to include this inside this list, are you talking about
Yes,
inside
yes,
this?
yes.
So you have to
Yes.
change the index position. So what index? First you have to see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This list is at the 4th index. So first you have to put 4 here. Then at
Okay.
what index you need to put it? Let's
So
say
one.
at index 1. So you have to put 1 here. And if you run this, yes, it is working. If you want to see now, let's see.
Okay, done.
Done?
Done.
Fine. So let's move. Now there is a tuple concatenation. It is same as the list concatenation. Let's take 2 tuple and let's concatenate it. I am taking one tuple this. I am taking one tuple T1 is equal to, let's say, what 1, 2, 3. Let's take 1, comma 2, comma 3. And let's take another tuple T2 is equal to, let's put 4, comma 5, comma 6. And let's do this. And now if you take T1 plus T2 plus T2, what you will get? You will get this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is very simple thing, I suppose. So this was a tuple concatenation in which you are concatenating the two tuple. Same as, let's say if you want to, I have one tuple tuple is equal to one tuple. Let's take its value Anup and other, let's say value is AI. And if I want to repeat it, if I will multiply it by 4, let's multiply it by 4. And then let's print t. See what you will get. You will get this Anup AI will get repeated 4 times. Fine. This is if you multiply any tuple with a value, this will get multiplied 4 times. But
Okay.
instead of this Anup and AI, if I want to only print this Anup, so what shall I do? If I will do this, what I will get?
Anu 4 times.
No. If I will do this, I will get this Anup like in a form of a string. This become a string repetition. But for
Yeah,
tuple, what you have to do, you have to put one comma here. Then
comma
it will
here.
consider it as a tuple. And now if you run it, you will get
Yeah.
4 times. Is it fine?
Yes.
Right.
Fine. Not, there is one tuple. Let's take the value of this tuple as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, comma, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take this value and let's say I want to delete it. So how can I delete it? See, we cannot change the item inside a tuple. That means we even cannot, if I want to delete a particular item, let's say I want to delete this inside this tuple, I am not able to do this because of mutability and because of immutability.
Immutability.
We cannot be able to delete a particular element from a tuple. But if I want to delete the entire tuple, it is possible. How? You have to simply do this del and then t. If you do this, this tuple will get deleted. Now, if you want to access the t, you will get error. Name t is not defined. Why it is giving you error? Name t is not defined because I have already deleted it. I've defined one tuple here and I have deleted it. Since it doesn't exist, that's why I am getting this error. Now, let's take this tuple and let's put some more value inside this. Let's put 3087. Let's put some 96. Let's put 6. Let's put like that. And let's, there are so many values inside it. I want to count it. So let's say here repeat 2, 2, 3, 665. Now let's take t dot count. So let's see what I am getting. I am getting this error. Exactly one, it is telling me tuple that const take exactly one argument. So if I will just put here and do shift tab, what it is telling me? It is telling me value, the value whose count I want to see, I will assign the name of that value. what it means, let's say I want to see how many times this 2 is repeated here. So I have to put this. And then if I will see, I have to print it also. So otherwise, see, if I will not print, again it will give me. So it means it will count. If I will put 2 here, it will count how many times this 2 is inside this tuple. So see, 1, this 2, and this 3. That means 2 is coming 3 times inside this tuples. That's why I'm getting 3 here. Hope you understood this. Fine. Again, if let's say I want to see how many times 3 is coming, so what I will do, t dot count 3. If I will do this, I will get 2 here. If I want to see 765, how many times 765 is, I will do t dot count, then I have to do 765 and I will run, I will get 2. This is very simple things that you are studying right now. So now take some more example, tuple indexing. So if you see, if you take this thing, let's say if you take this t, and if you want to see the index of 3, so what you have to do, you have to do t dot index, let's say you want to see the index of 3, or let's say it's better if you want to see the index of 765. So if you do this, you will get 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what it is doing, although 765 is repeated 2 times, 765 is here and 1 is here, but it will give you the value of the first 765 that will occur. It will give you the index value of the first 765. It will not give you this index value of the subsequent 765 that will occur. So whatever value you will put here, so it will give you the first occurrence of that value inside the tuple. Index value of that, the first occurrence of that value inside this list. Is it clear?
Yes.
Now let's take this again, this tuple, and now I'm saying want to see the membership of this. If I would like to see 1 in t, what shall I get here? If I will simply do 1 in t, that means I'm checking is 1 present in t or not. So what I will get? I will get true.
True.
If I will put some value that is not inside it, let's say I'm putting 30 and I know 30 is not present inside the t. If I will do this, I will get false. This is called tuple membership. Again, if I want to find out the length of this tuple, len function, we have already studied about the len function. If I do len of t, I will get the length. Its length is 14. That means if you count it, you will get 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is it right?
Right.
Now,
Can we check this
what?
in list also?
Yes, in list also.
The
Same
above
length.
one also.
What?
But not the length, but the above one. 30, just like you did 30 in T.
Yes, you can do this
Plus
in
such
list also.
element is
Yes, you can do
okay.
this in list also. You can
Okay.
do this thing in list also. I have already told you this in list. So now let's take the same, let's take this tuple, and I want to sort the value of the tuple. So what I have to do? Let's put t dot sort. So what shall I get? tuple object has no attribute sort. Okay, so let's do this. So let's do this. New, let's put some new tuple, new t, like that, and let's do sorted, sorted, sorted t. If you run this, you will get this sorted t, new underscore t. If you want to, now the value gets sorted in order. 1 first come, then 2, 2, 2, 2, then 3, 3, then 4, then 5, 6, 6, like that. You have to do like this. You have to do sorted t. If you do sorted t, then all the value inside this tuple will get sorted in an ascending order. But say, let's say if you mix this integer with string, so you will get an error. Similarly, if you want to see the largest value inside this thing, now you can see one thing that I would like to explain to you. So if you are doing this sorted t, so finally what you are getting this list. If you are sorting the tuple, it will get converted into list. If you, let's say, print type of new t, new underscore
So list is an orderly sequence data.
c, list, I am getting this list. If you are doing this, if you are using this sorted function, this is the inbuilt function. If you are applying this sorted function, it will sort it in the ascending order, but also what it will do, it will convert this into the list. That's why I'm checking the data type of this new t. What I'm getting the list. So now see
Why
some,
it's converting into list?
yeah,
Why it is converting into list?
I don't know. I have to ask this question with the those people who have framed this programming language Python, because they have defined these functions in this way. That's why it is doing this, I suppose.
Because maybe it's a orderly sequence data, that's why.
No, even tuple is an orderly sequence data. Tuple is an orderly sequence data, and list is also an orderly sequence data. There is no difference between the orderly sequencing of list and tuple. Both are sequential data.
Okay,
Fine. So now
fine.
see. Let's say I have to see the maximum value inside this tuple. So what I will do, simply function is max t. I will get the maximum value, this. Similarly, this is a function called min t. So I will get this value. If I want to take the sum of all the values inside this tuple, so what I will do, I will simply do sum, this function sum t. I will get this sum of the entire value, which is inside this tuple. These are very small things. So I do not suppose there is min, max, sum. Now, one final thing that I would like to explain to you inside. Now our tuple is over. This is all that I need to explain to you. Now, one final thing that I would like to explain to you in tuple is that when you, there is one question. List is a very flexible and data type. You can, you are going to use list in a, you can see the application of list everywhere when you will move ahead. But tuple you will encounter not everywhere. Sometimes we use tuple. So there is one question, when to use tuple? Why to bother using tuples when they have a few available methods. Tuple list have a very large number of methods. We have already explained it, but tuple doesn't have that much method. It has only a few methods. We will use tuple only at that place where immutability is necessary. Whenever we are framing some software, or whenever we are programming something or doing something where there is a need of immutability, so that no one is able to change the value of that thing, there we are supposed to use the tuple. Let's say, well, you are passing around an object, and if you need to make sure that it doesn't get changed, then tuple becomes your only solution. Tuple provides you a convenient source of data integrity. You should be using the tuple wherever you need data integrity. That means no one else is going to change that value except then they in that case you will be using tuple. So with this thing, we are done with tuple. Now our next topic is after tuple we are going to study set and dictionary. So set and dictionary both I will cover in one session. One session is sufficient for set and dictionary, and thereafter we will move to function. So maybe tomorrow our session today I'm not going to stress this session, because if I start then it will cross the time limit. So today's session is fine for you, and I'm going to stop this session right now. And those of you who are watching my recorded session on YouTube or some other platform, I request you to go to my description section of the video and join my Telegram link, so that you can get the regular updates about my free live sessions, which I often conduct. Right now I'm conducting the live session for Python, Git and GitHub. Shortly I'm going to conduct the live session on different AI topics like statistics, machine learning, deep learning, and many more. So also don't forget to subscribe this channel if you find this video to be useful for you. So thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. So bye-bye. Take care. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
So let me stop the recording.